yesterday, yesterday we were discussing about one-dimensional array and two-dimensional array, and we were discussing about NumPy. So in that, in regarding the NumPy, where we are discussing about a one-dimensional array, the one-dimensional array is called as a vector, and two-dimensional array we can call it as a matrix, and a single value, a scalar. If there is a single value, then we will call it as a scalar. Okay. So today, let us see how we can implement those arrays using NumPy, and there are there are multiple types of arrays. Okay, there are multiple types of arrays is there. So we'll see how we can use those arrays. So let me list down what are the different types of arrays are there. Different types of array. So in that, the first one is traditional. Traditional way. Traditional is one type of array, and the second one is homogeneous homogeneous array, and the third one is diagonal array. Diagonal array, and the fourth one is numerical array. Numerical array, and the fifth one is random array. Okay? So there are five different types of arrays are available for this particular NumPy. So when it comes to traditional array, so these all these arrays, right? Traditional way, homogeneous, diagonal, and numerical array and random array. So these are all different types of arrays. So let us implement these types of arrays using the NumPy. So first one, the traditional. So what exactly traditional array will do? It will it will generate a uh, it will generate an array based on the shape that we are giving to that particular method to that particular method. Okay, array. The method name is nothing but array. Is the array. This is the method which is available in NumPy. Is available in NumPy. Okay. So here the shape. If you see what I'm telling about the shape. Shape here means, let's say here you are giving three you are giving three row three rows you are giving, and four columns for this example. For this example, you are giving three rows and four columns. So this, what is the shape of this matrix? The shape of this matrix is 3 comma 4. The shape of this matrix is 3 comma 4. So that's what I'm saying. This is the shape. So we in AI most of the times we'll be telling about this one, about the shape. Shape is nothing but we are having three rows here and four columns. In the same way, if you have four rows and five columns, then the shape will be 4 comma 5. The shape will be 4 comma if you have 4 rows and 5 columns. Okay. So here for this array, if you provide the shape, it will generate an array file. For that, we need to install NumPy, and after installing the NumPy, we need to we need to provide the shape. So automatically it will generate the matrix. Let us see that. So I'm using Colab. Here I'm going to install import NumPy as NP. NumPy as NP. Since here NumPy is a standard Python library, I'm going to use it as NP. Instead of writing it every time as NumPy, I'm going to use it as NP. Okay. So let me run this one. Okay. It imported. Now np dot np dot. What I'm going to take? I'm going to take array. I said right, array method. So I'm taking an array, and in that I'm going to provide a shape. I'm going to give 3 comma 3. Okay. Let us see. Array of 3 comma 3. It gave. To give, I'm going to pass a variable. Going to pass it to a variable. So I'm giving it as array equal to 3 comma. Okay. After that, let me print yeah, okay. array array is 3 comma 3. This is you are passing the values here. Okay. I'm sorry guys. Here we are not going to give the shape. We are passing the array in the homogeneous and diagonal array and numerical array and random array. We are going to give the shape actually. So let me put the values here. Let me put the values. Here I'm giving 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, this is an array. Let's take this and I'm printing it. This is an array. It's taking it. So here I want to see what is the type of that one. To see what is the type of type of array. Type of array. See, it's telling ND array. Okay? ND array. And here, if you want to know what is the shape of that particular array, that also we can see the shape of that array. Array dot shape. Okay? Array dot shape. So it is giving 5 because we have 5 elements here. We have 5 elements, so it is giving you the 5. Okay? And you can see the shape. You can see the shape. So you can see the size as well. Array dot size. Array dot size. It is giving you 5. Yes, the total elements is 5. Okay? Okay. So like this, what we can do, we can create an array and we can use that particular array wherever we want. Next, we are seeing the array. One second. Okay. Sorry. Homogeneous. Homogeneous array. Homogeneous array. So in homogeneous array, we will provide the shape. We will provide the shape. It will generate the output. Okay. We will provide the shape. So how we can provide the shape? So here, either we can give it will generate the data for us. We will provide the shape. It will generate the data, and that one we can generate either by using 0 or 1. The array, it can be either 0 or 1. So let us generate that one using NumPy. Using NumPy. np dot 1. You can use once, and here in that you need to give the shape 4 comma 6 I'm giving. Okay, 4 comma 6. You see here it is generating the array for me here. It's generated. And let us take this one into a variable. I'm giving it as array 1. Okay, array 1. And let us print the array 1. Print array 1. It is the shape. This is the output what we have. And here, here I'm going here. What we are going to do is we are going to check the shape. I have given this one. I want to check this shape. So how we can check the shape? Array dot shape. Yes. So it will give you the shape. And here and the same way, I want to check the size. Array dot size. It will give you the size. It has total 24 of elements, so it is giving you 24 elements. Here you can view print. Array 1 dot ndim, ndim, array1 dot nd. Okay. So which dimension it is? That's what we want to know here. Which dimension it is? It is two-dimensional array. It is two-dimensional array. Here, the you can see here the traditional way. In the traditional way, we have created we have created one matrix. So let us see what dimension it is. We can check the dimension also. So let me check that array dot di ndi ndim. Okay, ndim. See, it is a one dimensional. The one dimensional array. Whereas in the homogeneous array, homogeneous array, we had we generated the data and we checked the shape and we checked the dimension also. So the dimension of the array is two dimension, two dimension. Okay, so this is one thing. And here we generated with ones, and the type means the data type, the data type of the array. What is the data type of the array that we need to know? So the data type of the array is what is the type of the array? So let us check the array. How to check the data type? Array one dot d type, d type. So it will give you the type of that particular array. It is a float. You see, this is a float. And how you see here, one dot. It is always it is coming here one dot. One dot means it's a float. Okay. So, but thing is, I want to have an array of type integer. I don't want float. So how we can generate that? So here, what we can do is array1 dot as type, array1 dot as type of int, int. Okay, you see, you got all ones, and let me put it into array array underscore int is equal. I'm passing it to a variable, and now the we'll check the key type array underscore int. It's int array underscore int dot d type dot d type. So it is telling me integer. Yes, I converted that. I used only integer as type. A type. I want a type of integer as a type of a matrix with int. A type. I want a array of integer, not with the float. So what I did, I converted that one into int. Here, if you check the previous one, array one is the float. Let us check the array one dimension. Array one dot d type. Array one dot d type. Array one dot d type is a float. Because if you see here, it is having one dot, one dot. But array with array underscore int, it is this integer. Okay? So like that, what we can do, we can convert the data, we can convert the integer values. We can generate own integer values. So this is a homogeneous array where we will provide the shape. It will generate a data for us, and we can use that data. In the same way, this is very important because when you are working with the data during that time, we will see all these dimensions and shapes, size, and end dimension, which dimension it is. All those things we will see when we are working in AI. So that's the main reason we are discussing about this part. And this is here we have generated only two dimension, where you can generate three dimension as well. Okay? So nothing. You have to give the shape. You have to give the shape. So here we have given ones. Let me give twos. Sorry, not twos, zeros. We give zeros. So how we can generate the data here? np dot zeros zeros. Here I am giving 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay? Here I am giving array underscore zeros. Array underscore zeros. So in shape, when we are giving the shape, we need to give double braces. Okay. So now let us print. Print. Again we'll get a we'll get a zeros, array underscore zeros with that shape. See, we got the shape here. And I want to see the shape of this one. Shape and end dimension. Sorry. I want to see the shape and end dimension. Both I want to see. So how we can check that? Array underscore zeros, array underscore zeros dot shape. See? You see? 3 comma 3 comma 5. And here I want to see the end dimension. Array underscore zeros dot end and dim. So it is three dimension. The before one, what we have given with ones is two dimension. Array one is a two dimension. You can run this one. Array one is two dimension. It is two dimension because we have rows and columns. Only one set we have. We don't have two sets. But here we have three sets. The three sets, and we are seeing three dimensions here. The shape for the ones we have given only two numbers, only rows and columns. Here we have given three numbers. Okay, that means it generated three sets is generated. Okay, so it is a three dimensional. So this is what about homogeneous array. Now let us discuss about diagonal array. Diagonal array. So yeah, array, diagonal array. So here diagonal array, how it works is, so for diagonal array, the diagonal will be the numbers which we have given. So this is the numbers. The diagonal will be the numbers which we have given. So those numbers, how we can generate that numbers is again by using the NumPy. NP dot, let us take the code. NP dot I, NP dot I with num. Okay, you see, this is the diagonal array 1 1 1 like that. NP dot 1. So like this, what we can do, we can use the uh, diagonal array when we want to standardize or normalize the diagonal elements. We can use this np dot array, and here you are getting float. What we can do is we can as type. We can use as type. We need to pass this to a variable. I'm giving as array underscore diag. Okay, just for reference. Now dot as type for int. I want to make it as integer. Okay, so you see we got the integer type of elements. Okay, so this is what is this is what about. We'll stop here for today. So today we have discussed about array. We have discussed about the traditional type of array, and we have discussed about homogeneous type of array, and we discussed about a diagonal type of array. Okay, so in next session we will discuss about the numerical array and random array. These two arrays are there that also we'll discuss in detail. Okay. And the common things here when you are checking the arrays is you can use shape, size, and ending. So those are the common functions for all the arrays. You can go and use those common type of arrays. So these five types of arrays is very important. Traditional type of array, homogeneous type of array, diagonal array, and a numerical array, and random array. So these five types are important. Okay. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow.
If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.